How you guys doing today? It's D.O. Good with another video on my 100 video journey. And as you looking at that picture, okay, what's the first thing you see? You see a roadblock, you see something guarding your path, something not letting you through, and what's the first thought that comes to your mind when you see a roadblock? When you see barricades and all that blocking off your path, what's the first thing that comes to your mind? Turn around. Find a different path. That may be the second thing, but turn around is always the first thing they do. I need to find a different direction before I even ride up on it. A detour, okay? And in life, we have a lot of detours that we have to take, and a lot of times we don't pay attention to that. We don't really understand that. Every time we turn around, every time we make a life decision or a decision every day, every morning, that 99% of our decisions, we have made a detour somewhere throughout the day to get to the end point. Okay, you may have went down a different road to get to work because of traffic. Okay, you may have pressed the snooze button instead of jumping right up, but you still got up and went to work. Okay, you may have didn't study last night, but woke up in the morning and studied the morning before the final test, before the final exam. Okay, and without those detours, without those roadblocks or whatever, we would never have a sense of success. Okay, we would never be excited for success. If I didn't have to worry about a roadblock, and every time I decided to do something in my life, I decided to be a doctor, if I decided to be a lawyer, if I decided to be a public speaker or a basketball player, anything that I decided to do, and I just set out and do it, and I accomplish it. Boom, every time I decide to do something, I accomplish it. No struggles, no pain, no anger, no nothing. I just accomplished it as soon as I went out and strive for it. There will be no sense of success, no reward at the end of that struggle. And I think those roadblocks is vital to our success. Like, I have to have those roadblocks, because we're going to have them. But instead of taking it as a negative thing, take it as a positive thing. Okay, it's going to happen. So always stay on your toes, always plan for it, always be ready for it. Okay, because those struggles, those different things in your life are going to happen. And you don't know when you're going to get hit with that brick. You don't know when those things are going to happen. And we have to just be mindful of those things. And you have to be thankful for them as well, because if you did not get blocked, if you did not have to take a detour, if you did not have to struggle, to strive, to struggle and to reach for that better good, that success level that you want to reach for, you would never make it. You would never learn that new karate move that helped you win that match. You would never learn that crossover that helped you get past your defender and make the winning layup. You would never learn those things that you need to learn from the different struggles you have to deal with, to know if you do not learn this, if you do not learn from this struggle, from this roadblock, then if you don't learn from it, you won't know how to act whenever you reach to that level. Okay, because once we get to that level, once we get past that road, now we're beyond that. We passed that roadblock. We detoured around. We're still on our same path. We're back on that path, and now what we do? Now where we go? Okay, where is our next? Where is our next journey would be? Are we continuing on the same road? Are we turning left? Are we turning right? Where are we going? Okay, guess what? Here comes another roadblock. Now you know how to handle some of those roadblocks. Now you know that there's success and reward behind those roadblocks. Now you have the tools and the knowledge and the experience to deal with these roadblocks, because you're not sitting at that last roadblock waiting for somebody else to move it. You're not waiting for the construction guys or the city to say, okay, this road is done, we can now move it. You're not sitting there in your lawn chair sipping on lemonade and just waiting for that roadblock to move itself. You're taking that detour. You're moving the roadblock yourself. Okay, you knew what to do. You didn't just stop. You didn't read it and listen, because sometimes in life you can't listen. You can't follow all the rules. You can't just stick with it. Sometimes you have to improvise. Sometimes you have to take chances, a leap of faith. You have to do that sometimes, and I'm sorry, but you have to do it, because the things that you're doing right now, the things that you're doing today, is going to put you in the same position next year. You're going to be frustrated again next year. You're going to be broke again next year. You're going to be struggling again next year. You're going to be wondering where your food, how you're going to eat next year, because you're still sitting at that roadblock waiting for somebody else to move it for you instead of you moving it for yourself. Okay, I just want to share that with you guys. I know, and next time you see a roadblock, hey, you may think of this video, and it may remind you of different things in your life and different challenges that you're trying to deal with at that moment in your life, that you're trying to overcome, that you're trying to make the best decision that will fit that outcome, that will fit whatever that you're trying to do. Okay, and that's all we can do. That's all we can do is make the best decision for our goals, for our careers, for our life, for our kids, and live through it. Okay, live through it, and re-challenge ourselves, re-motivate ourselves, and take ourselves to the next level. Okay, so stop playing around, stop playing with yourself, stop playing with your dreams, stop playing with your life, and break down those barriers. Step into your own greatness. It's time for you to step to your own greatness. Move those roadblocks. Detour. Take detours. Do what you got to do. Improvise. Jump over them if you have to. Run right through them if you have to. But it takes any means necessary to get to the level of success that you want to achieve. It's time to take your success to your career to the next level. Time to change your life. With that said, you guys have a blessed day, a blessed rest of the day, a blessed tomorrow, and remember, mindset is a powerful tool. And once you're able to dig into that mindset and understand the powerfulness of that tool, your future will be so bright that you're not going to be able to see. So that's it. You guys have a good rest of the day. Thank you.